Students across our state are back in class for the year, and it's a big transition from summer vacation.
That change can be hard on kids and their parents as everyone gets used to that new routine.
That's why we are talking to Dr. Laura Saunders to help us get all the way through it. Good morning. We can actually say the time, we can say the date, we can say everything on this show, Dr. Laura.
Hello, friends, and happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday to you as well. How are you?
I am well. I am an empty nester, and I'm ready to dive into this year.
You're adjusting well then, yes?
I'm adjusting fair, to be honest, but I'm ready to talk about adjustment for all of us, for our kids, because this is a critical time. And that was actually a great interview with that superintendent. And I really liked some of the things that he said, because what will make this school year good, better, best, is to really look at creating routines and focusing on what we have forward. It's the first sort of typical year that we've had, hopefully, in 4 years,
Right.
which that's a long time in the life of a school child. So creating adjustment is about creating expectations and accepting challenges. I personally believe, as a psychologist, that your social emotional well-being is equally as important as your academic learning, because without your social emotional well-being, you can't function anywhere in life.
How do you know if your child is adjusting or if they're not adjusting?
Well, often changes in adjustment show up in behavior. So you notice that there's changes in your child's behavior. They might be acting out more, they might be more withdrawn. You might see changes in their emotional state. They're more explosive, or they're more kind of quiet or sad. I mean, this would be very early in the school year to see those kind of difficulties. Any difficulties that you would see now are really more related to the overall adjustment. It could be a new school. It's obviously a new grade, new teachers, maybe new friends, those that are, moving up into middle schools or high schools. Those are really big adjustments. So it takes time, but to always sort of keep an eye out if your child is struggling, and don't be afraid to ask how they're doing.
Yeah, don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah,
Right.
it's good advice. But I like how you said at the beginning, routine is important for not just yourself, but for your kids as they're heading back to school. And how do you make sure that they're in a good routine, or that they create those good habits to find a routine that works best for them?
So routine is about having a plan. I like to say a plan, right? So creating a morning routine. You get up, you brush your teeth, you make your bed, you get dressed, right? You eat some breakfast. I do think having a little breakfast in the morning is really important for all our school children, because they absolutely need that nutrition to fuel their brain. Having an after school routine, even if you're a working parent, your child knows what to expect, that they have come home, they have a snack, they do their homework, and then they watch a little TV or play some video games, and having a bedtime routine. So bedtime routines are really, really important for young children. And this will help children know what to expect.
And I guess the next question is, what do you do if your child is struggling?
So if they're struggling, what I really like to do is check in with other people. I would check in with the school or support staff. As I said, most schools are in session about a week and a half. This would be very early to see struggle. I would call a lot of these still more adjustment reactions, but the support staff and the school and the teachers, right? Teachers have this unbelievable developmental bucket of experience where they can tell you your child's difficulties are really in line with what I see with the other kids in this class, or what I've seen with other classes. So your teachers are really a wealth of experience, and we need to be very good to our teachers. They work very hard. They've been through a lot of difficulties in this pandemic as well. So be good to your teachers.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Laura Saunders from the Institute of Living.
And I like that advice too, because I'm sure your kid, if you're sitting at home with us this morning, is probably not alone if they're having trouble.
Absolutely.
They are not alone, but seek out support and information so that you can say, listen, I know that other kids in your class are struggling. Your teacher told me you're not alone. It's going to be okay.
All right, Dr. Saunders, thank you so much. Good advice.
I can't